Yeah. Hi, my name is Antonia da Silva. I am from the Gambia. I am into piggery farming, and thank you, Just for Women Africa, for having me. I'm honored to be here. Growing up, I saw my brother, my elder brother, into rearing animals. So, as a little child, I've always had this passion for animals and plants as well. So, fast forward to 2020 when the COVID hit. By then, I was working and I lost my job. So, staying at home doing nothing, I ventured into pig farming. My biggest challenge was I didn't have any training on pig farming. I just started it just for fun, for the passion of it, not knowing that pigs are highly prolific. Within 6 months, you start to have the number will increase. You have to buy a lot of feed. You have to buy a lot of medicine. I was not prepared for that. That was my biggest challenge. Yeah, I started with 5 pigs, 3 females and 2 males. And now I have more than 40 pigs. And that is because I'm always selling. I don't keep them for long. Every 6 months, I have to sell out and then get another batch. My clients are pretty much everybody from my community, and then the biggest ones that I always want to focus on are the Chinese because like they pay, and then you have others from Guinea-Bissau and others from Senegal that are coming into Gambia and then buying pigs, taking it back to Guinea-Bissau and Senegal. But I pretty much sell to everybody. Yeah, I started on my grandfather's farm. That was where I started, and then later on, because the Gambia is like a Muslim dominated country, most of the time you have kids that are always like trying to kill the pigs. And so I had that, like my neighbors, their kids were coming into the farm, and then I lost some pigs. That was when I decided to bring them to my house. Then it was at my backyard. It started growing a lot of pigs. I could not keep it at my house. So my brother had to get me this land leased to me where I have the structure that I am in right now. At the beginning, it was somehow difficult. There was this time that I came and I met the kids killed, the newly born pigs, 5 of them. I cried that day. I broke down like it was so heartbreaking. I went home. I told my mom, I don't think that I can do this. Like, I've given up. I cannot do this. I cannot buy feed, take care of the pig. And at the end of the day, I'm having this harsh treatment from my neighbors. So my mom had to convince me that this is how everybody starts. Every business is tough at the beginning, but you just have to put on your A game and then just try to do your best. So after that, I made up my mind. I said that no, with all this hard work that I've put in this, I'm not going to give up. No matter the difficulties and the challenges, I just have to put on that mentality of not giving up, just doing what I do. I feed them with rice. Before, when I started, I used to get leftovers, but later I found out that my pigs are getting sick. So I had to change my mind on what to feed them. I contacted my mentor, Stanley. He's a Ghanaian, he's in Ghana. So he told me that I should work on the feed. So now I'm using rice and fish because I have to make the feed like a very good balanced diet. I cannot just be feeding them rice. I have to add on protein to it if I want my pigs to grow at a very fast rate. So that is what I feed them. I feed them with rice and fish. For my pigs, I had somebody saying 6 months. At 6 months, he will allow the pigs to meet. But for mine, I allow them to go for 8 months so that they'll be matured. At 8 months, I allow them to meet. And then the pregnancy period is 3 months, 3 weeks. So at 8 months, they meet. 3 months, 3 weeks, I have like a 10, 12 piglets. It has been fantastic. Like they have been of great help to me because many a times when they see me and then see my age and then they'll be like, Antonia, do you know that you're the only female Gambian at this age that is doing this and you're doing it at a commercial level. So most of the time they encourage me, keep up doing the good job that you're doing, just be focused. And most of the time too, if I have issues on my farm, they are the very ones that I call to get aid from. They have been so helpful. I've been part of the Gambian Piggery Farmers Association and I'm their assistant secretary. When I first went, they were all amazed that like a young girl like me is into pig farming and doing it not just for fun but at a commercial level. So they chose me. They said, okay, you come, you be part of the board, and then we will try to empower you so that you empower others. So it has been amazing working with them. Hygiene plays a crucial role when it comes to pig farming because when the place is clean, when the pigs are hygienic, you hardly have diseases on your farm. You hardly have them. But if the place is messy, the place is dirty, you realize that you spend more on medicine than you can even spend on feed. So it is always good to keep your place very clean, very hygienic. I have a worker that is with me right now. I employed one. I have one employee. So I am always hard on him, always telling him, okay, no matter what you do, every day try to clean this place. We wash it once in a week. We wash it every Saturday. Every Saturday, we wash the entire place with detergent, water, make sure it's clean. But every day, he has to clean it and remove like the feces of the pigs. So we try to keep the place very clean and hygienic. Yeah, I do vaccinate them when the pigs, the newly born pigs I have to vaccinate them. If not, there will be a lot of mortality. And the pregnant pigs as well, the sow, the pregnant ones, I have to vaccinate them. It's like there are stages that you always have to vaccinate them. Many a times when I was just starting, rather, I didn't have any experience. I just thought that, okay, I just have to rear them. And then I realized that I had a lot of mortality. A pig will be okay today, very healthy, and then tomorrow you come, you start seeing the pig like so dull and gloomy, and then maybe in 2, 3 days the pig died. So I was so much concerned about that. I started asking people, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Then one guy from the Pig Farmers Association told me, okay, I want to visit your farm. So he came visiting and told me, when was the last time you injected them? And I'm like, no, I've never like injected the pigs. And he's like, no, that is not how you do it. That is why you have a lot of mortality. Now this is how you do it. When they are born, you have to inject them. The pregnant sow, you have to inject them at 4 months. So he was the one that gave me like the steps on what to do. And since I started doing that, I realized that I hardly have mortalities on my farm. Yeah, it plays a crucial role because recently we've seen that the temperatures are higher than recent years, especially this year. The temperature is so high in Gambia. So what we do is that we make sure that we have pool of water, like in the farm, to make sure that when the sun is so hot, the pigs can go out basking on in the pool to like reduce the temperature because pigs are animals that they don't do well in high temperatures. They don't like high temperatures. They always want the temperature to be cool, and then they want to play around water. So it has been, this year has been difficult. So it has been like climate change has have a toll on the pig farmers. There are some that even complain that they have lost a few pigs. But what I always recommend to them is get a pool, get a pool, so that when it is so hot, your pigs can just go out. Or if you don't have that resource of getting a pool, when it is so hot, just tell your worker or you yourself just take your pipe and then start spreading water on them. Yeah, I'm working on that. I want to expand. I want to like export my pigs directly, not having a middleman that will come to my farm, buy the pigs, take it to Senegal and Guinea-Bissau. I want to do that on my own. I want like in a year, 2 year, let's just say a year, 6 months time. I want to be able to export my own pigs to Guinea-Bissau and Senegal. And then I want to increase in capacity as well, because if I am to export directly, meaning that the demand has to be high. So I want to increase my capacity of like having, maybe in every 6 months I'll be able to export like 200, 150 piece. That is what I want to do, because when there is a middleman, always you don't have the price that you want. But when you do it on a personal level, you and the person that you are exporting it to, you see that you have a lot of profit compared to when there is a middleman. Yeah. What I've learned is that you have to be focused, and it requires a lot of hard work. A lot. There are some days that you wake up and then you will not even want to get out of bed. But you just have to have this focus and this idea at the back of your mind that this is what I want to, this is where I want to be in the next 6 months, and this is what I have to do to get there. So it is a hard work, but it pays, because at the end of the day, when you sell, you realize that you are smiling your way back home. So it pays. I am encouraging every young person, like, don't just sit at home. That's what I tell my friends and tell others, telling them like, I don't even, I've not even thought about like this money that I'm making. Like before, I was just sitting at home or waiting for my salary, but now I can even pay them because I have an employer that I'm paying, and then I'm able to take care of my every need without even asking anyone for it. So I am encouraging like other young people my age, older than me. You have a backyard at home, utilize it. Get one or two pigs, it will pay. So you just start small and then don't start big. It is always good to start small, start humble, and gradually you will learn a lot, and then you can expand. And then another thing is that recently I went to Ghana for the Yali training, and I met a lot of amazing people in the pig industry, in other agriculture sector. Shout outs to my mentor Stanley and the entire Yali team. Like I was amazed seeing different breed of pigs, breeds that I've never seen before. And I'm also considering maybe in the run getting those pigs to Gambia. So it has been amazing. The starting was hard work, it was difficult, but now thanks be to God, I am doing well, and it is no longer difficult like before, because I have an employee that is doing like all of the job. I am just responsible to check the pigs, know how they're doing, and then sell. That is my area now. And it is just within 2 years. It's just within 2 years that I started in here. Nah, I am not going back to 9 to 5 job with this income that I'm getting here and this ease that I have. I don't have to wake up very early in the morning, going to job, answering to my boss, getting complaints here and there. I'm my own boss. I make money whenever I want to and whenever I need to. I'm doing things at my own time, my own pace. So this is just comforting. I am not leaving pig farming for anything in the world.